Morning, everyone. Um, I don't have much of a voice because I was coughing quite a bit, so the sniffly got me in a bit of a chesty. But I woke up and I thought about this topic, and because it, it's going to be very, very triggering. This one's heavy as. Well, let's start it like this. I bet that going to work today, that there's someone there that you enjoy knowing waking up to, that it's going to be pretty cool to go and hang out with, spend your day with. Because if not, it's going to be a shit day. A fucking shit day. And that's what I thought about this morning. And I've got a mate named Luke that made my days worth waking up for. And this story is heavy as hell. And I've got some resentments towards myself in regards to this situation. And I'm going to try and just keep a happy face for the following reasons. Is that Luke was one of the coolest fucking cunts that I've ever met in my life. This guy was so open and helpful to others whilst at work that everyone gravitated towards him. And I'm not going to say the company because I think that's unfair. But and it's no reason whatsoever to try and put anyone into any trouble because of this, but it's just some awareness on on the situation and how complex it is and how heartbreaking it is on multiple levels. Because it's it, uh, it it impacted a lot of people's lives, and if I fought harder, maybe I could have made a bit more of a difference. That's how I feel. That's how I felt for a very long time after this, and it hurt me so much that it impeded my 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 being, and but also uh, inspired me to change up on my awareness and workplace practices and what I'm willing to accept and what I'm willing to to take part in. And it's unfortunately had impacts on future positions where I've decided that it was no longer acceptable for me to work in environments that had that sort of culture. So basically, uh, I can't say his name. Um, I can't remember if I did back then because I'm not feeling so well. But I don't really want to go into detail on what happened. But let's just say that this guy was so good at his job. Here's my 2IC underneath me, and I was his supervisor. That I got offered a pay rise, and I actually told my boss that I wanted him to have a piece of my pay rise because he deserved it. That's how much of an impact he had on me. And um, I used to go around his place after work and have a few beers, and all of his mates would come over and would play darts and cards and listen to tunes, and hour, 2 hours, whatever, and then we're all dispersed and go home. And that was a daily occurrence. And that was friendships and mateships. And those were the days where I tell now younger people to live in the moment and understand what you got in front of you, because those times are not going to come around again. And feel it, be with it, and ensure that negativity is not not impacting uh, not impacting you or your friends, because you want to make the most of those moments. And that's sort of the message that I want to sort of get out of this. But basically, um, um, I I moved on from that position and I went into the other, but that didn't stop me going around and hanging out with him every afternoon with his mates, because it was such a cool, fun time. And this Friday, I went around and had a beer with him, and this haunts me to this day. It's the most haunting experience that I've encountered. And basically, as I left, we both enthusiastically said goodbye to each other. And I said to him this, I said, mate, can't wait to get back and have a beer with you. I'll see you when I get back, mate. And I jumped on a plane and went from Australia to New Zealand and went over there for a function and turned my phone off while I was over there, international roaming. And I came back and there was over 300 text messages on the phone when I opened up and uh, went back onto the network in Australia. And I couldn't understand because there was no details inside the messages. And then as as I'm going through, it's about half an hour into it, one of the guys called me, and my mate had passed away. And I even feel it now, the whole world around me just went black. And I was black, absolutely black. That whole trip overseas, like all the fun times and experience there disappeared in that instant. And it was like my whole life before me just disappeared in that instant. It was overwhelming. Um, I've been through other past traumatic experience with past loved ones. This one impacted me on a way that it did not leave me for many years to come. In fact, it didn't leave me until 3 years ago when I did a ritual, because I still had his um, service book with all his details inside my project management folder as a reminder uh, not to let these sort of circumstances hold you back from speaking out on unsafe practices, because he passed away from an unsafe practice that I had taken to management and warned them about, and I I actually went in and went to battle for him, and I failed him because I didn't achieve an outcome that was satisfactory for his safety. And to his friends and family, I apologise that I didn't go harder. I really do. I really do. Because he was one of the best men ever, and he was the glue. He was the glue to all the friendships and everything else. And that's a battle that I've been going through in this dark hole times. And I didn't know this until I went to his funeral, because we never spoke about anybody else. We're having too much fun talking bro shit to understand that where I grew up, there was a school that opened up a year after me, so I couldn't go to that school. So I had to go to school in towns and catch the bus. And so did his sister. And it was quite shocking to know that person that I used to be at the bus stop each day and be very good friends with, very, very good friends with, as a teenager, her brother was my best friend too, and that was incredible of the spider web of life and the impact that he had. It's crazy. I I'm disappointed that when he did pass away, the large circle of friends, it impacted very, very harshly, in a way that everyone went their separate ways, because he was a vital medication to our happiness. We relied on him, even though we didn't rely on him, for his beautiful essence to fuel our fire. And when that fire was gone, a lot of us didn't know how to keep the fire started. And recent times with situation that happened in Adelaide with a friend that passed away as well. I'm not going to go into detail. His nature was similar. He was uplifting and quite a pleasure and bubbly character to be around, where his fire lit our fire. And sadly, that fire's out. And I woke up thinking about that this morning, and I thought I must put this up and message it out, because I just hope that I could impact this and say, look, their fire is still inside you. Keep it lit. Please keep it lit. It's dark. It's harsh. I totally feel and understand it. But the essence of him inside you must soldier on and be passed on to others. And it's your responsibility to do so. And it's one of the other things uplifting me, because it is a challenge to stay in self-pity, maybe victim mentality, um, poor me sort of situations when it was not about you. It's about them and what they would want you to feel and do, because their small impact impacted others in such a way where it brought people together on a level that blossomed. And it's your turn to take that chalice and burn it for them, because they really want you to do that. So I'm going to end it there. It's going to be a short one on that, but that's the positive note that I wanted from this message. And I'm not going to be able to sing that one, but I'm going to give it a crack. And this is in regards to, um, workplace practices and the messages from management teams and and supervisors is that you don't want to go knocking on their family's door and having that conversation. So I've got a motto where I want my crew members, no matter the bullshit that we go through, is to go home safe and happy, so they can return to their families each day and do the things that they need to do after the hard work that they've done. Because that's every person's right and responsibility to be able to achieve that. So, yeah. But it was It's been a pleasure, mate, with having you in my life. I'm really grateful. Um, I did my best for you, and that's all I could do. And took your I took your booklet, and I went down to a little bridge in Teatity, and I had a chat with you there, and I said goodbye to you because I hung on to you for such a long time. Because I didn't know how to let go. And and I'm never going to let you go. The thing I thought about was, how am I going to impact others in a positive way by holding on to you? So that's a bit of a mind change. So and that's where I wanted to be. So this one goes out to you and work practices, and yeah, it's a good song. Tell me where I'm supposed to go. If I'm happy alive, so kind of get it done. Everything you thought you had has gone from worse to bad. A little to the side, whispered it wide, and there's a silence. Some life we drifted on. Everything you thought you had has gone from worse to bad. But it's not my kind of simple, yeah. For there's on the other side of where I've been before, yeah. I went from the other side. Tell me where I'm supposed to go. Then decided on some life is really hard. Everything you thought you had is gone from worse to bad. I just wait and watch you while you turn me back. But it's not kind of simple, yeah. For there's on the other side where I've been before, yeah. I walk on the other side. Pulls me over and drags me under. Pulls me over and drags me under.